Alright, got the transmission out and stood up and everything, and I'm just about ready to take it apart. But first, before I do that, I'm going to crawl under the truck and pull off the flex plate, because behind it there's a little spacer, and sometimes that spacer can get wrecked. So I'm going to pull that off and take a look at it, make sure it's okay. And if it's not, I'll buy another one. I think they're like 13 bucks or something. But I figured I'd do that because I have to order a special tool to align the pump up inside here when I go to put it back together. So I'll get that all at once if I need that spacer. So I'll go ahead and crawl into the truck and do that. Well, I crawled under the truck and got the flywheel off, and here's that spacer I was talking about. I don't see anything wrong with this one. It's a metal one. I think some of them used to be plastic. But since this one's had a rebuilt transmission put in it, I'm sure they swapped that out for a metal one. So that looks like it's in good shape, so we'll go ahead and throw that back in and put the flywheel back on, get that all torqued up, and then we'll be good there. So I guess I can start tearing it down. I'm probably not going to go as in-depth as I did with the AOD tranny, at least not for the videos, because a lot of the stuff is very similar. So I'll just kind of pop in every now and again with another video, show you where I'm at. Well, as you can see, I've started to get it apart. I don't have the guts out yet, but I got the bell housing and the pump off. They come out as one unit, and that's where I need the tool so I can align the pump to the bell housing and the gears of the pump, so the seal lines up in here. Because if I don't have that lined up right, the seal won't ride right on the torque converter, and you get a nice little leak. Well, probably not a little leak, a big one. But valve body's out. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the guts. Going to make sure I have good bands in there, otherwise I'm going to have to order those too. They don't come in a regular rebuild kit, you have to order them separately. So, time to start pulling the guts. Well, I got her all apart. Got the case and the parts washer here. Small little transmission once you get it apart. But now comes the fun part. I get to clean that up, and I get to take apart all my sub-assemblies, replace all the clutches and steels in there, go through the valve body, clean that up. I also ordered a couple of bands. These ones aren't horrible, but they're starting to get burned up, so rather than throw them back in, I figured I'd pay the 8 bucks a piece and get new ones. I got those the same place I'm going to get my alignment tool here, so I can line this pump back up when I take it apart. And I also bought a new solenoid and a connector here, because this is a rebuilt transmission and they put a different solenoid in it, but they use these just crappy screw-in connectors. I didn't care for that at all, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace that. And the money I spent on those two pieces, I actually saved by downloading a transmission manual off the internet. Got it from some Russian website. Yeah, it'll work. It's in English, so I don't care. So I guess I'll start cleaning the case. Well, I'm starting to get a few things put together on it. I got the case cleaned up and output, shaft, and governor, and all that back in. And now I'm just rebuilding the clutch packs here. And already did the high reverse, and the clutches actually look fairly good in there. If you look on them, you can see where they started to get a little hot, and they're starting to brown around the edges a little bit, but it's not too bad. I've just started to take apart the forward clutch here, and this one you can see it much better how black colored they are as compared to those ones which were kind of brownish, and you can see that it's getting burnt. And I measured the clearance, and there was way too much in this clutch pack, so they're starting to get a little toasty. So they probably wouldn't have lasted forever. Probably would have lasted a while though, now that it had fluid. But so I'm going to go ahead and finish taking this one apart, put it back together, new clutches and everything, and I guess I'll see you then. Well, I got the valve body all cleaned up here on the transmission. I got it in this bag so it stays clean, but that was a bit of a challenge. This valve body has a few different configurations, you know, different valves and things like that. But what I had to do was, since this book didn't have them all, I had to go on the internet and find pictures of the different configurations and put everything back the way it was supposed to be. And then I found out this thing had a shift kit in it at some point, so I had to find the instructions for the shift kit, make sure I was getting all those pieces in right, and actually got it all put together. I was putting the check balls in and found out that one of them was in the wrong spot, as far as I can tell. So I put it in the right spot and I put her back together, and hopefully it'll all work. I'm still waiting on new bands so I can finish putting it all together. Once I get those, I'll go ahead and rebuild this clutch up there and put the bands in, and pretty much, oh yeah, I'll put the pump back together when I get that tool too, and then she'll go together and she'll be ready to go, hopefully.